Greetings YouTube, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Today I'm back with the 4th episode of my Subterrain series. Subterrain, for those of you who don't know, is a top-down isometric survival game set on the planet Mars. This game is an absolute must-have for anyone who enjoys games like Project Zomboid, or for those who like survival games in general. This game is a fantastic game that I recommend to everybody. Now, in the last episode, our main character here, Dr. Herbert West, was able to successfully locate the research facility on the Mars colony where we're currently trapped. And we were able to restore the research facility and to begin some research into some basic items, weapons, armor, some basic medicine. The research facility required us to actually give it a copy of any item that it needed for research. So that means I actually had to give up a lot of the items that I had on me. Now where we're at today is that we're in Nielsen Engineering. Nielsen Engineering was one of the first facilities built on Mars. It's older than any other facility or district, including Central Control. Everything on Mars is manufactured here now, including pharmaceuticals and clothing. 3D printing technology was the only feasible way to found a colony on Mars. The logistics issues alone would have halted MPO's development, as replacement parts would have to be shipped out from Earth. Material shortages were also a problem, so the engineering bay has facilities to recycle and refine just about anything. This will come in handy now the colony's fallen apart. So what that means is that we're going to continue to pick up the items that we find, the junk items, and hopefully be able to break those down and recycle them into useful materials. So it says here that it relies on the blueprint database at Herbert Research in order to print out objects. Thankfully, Nielsen systems will cache blueprint data, so it won't lose access to blueprints if Herbert loses power. I know the guys at Nielsen had a close relationship with the Bigelow Mining Company, so maybe I can find a keycard to the mine if I dig around. So it seems that we first need to locate the manufacturing machinery, and then we need to find a key to the mine. So my first priority is to... Here we go. We may have actually found it. But it appears we're not alone. Let's see if I can sneak up on this guy. Apparently not. Oh, damn, there's two of them. I'll try and kill one of them. If I get a big crowd, that's going to be game over for me. Maybe I can sneak in between. Oh, here we go. Sneak up on this guy and get a couple of cheap hits in. Where's your friend? There we go. One down. Got a blood sample. I think his other friend went round the long way. Where are you hiding? Oh, damn, this whole place is infested. I just want to make sure there's none behind me. I can actually pull a gun, but I don't know whether pulling a gun's a good idea. It may end up attracting more attention. Okay, that's two down. His friend's gone to the north. Get a free hit in here. You do extra damage if you can get a hit in the back. There we go. Defected nail. So the good part about this is if we can find these fabricators, we can start loading them up with all the junk that we find. I've been picking up quite a lot of rubbish. As you can see here, we've got vodka, most of this stuff here we don't really need. Here we go. West can create various items he needs using 3D printer or biocombiner. In order to create items, they must first be researched at Herbert Research Center. And for those who've been watching, we did this in the last episode. As items become more advanced, better engineering software is required to produce them. When crafting, materials are pulled from the storage container. Produced items are stored in the production output container in Nielsen Engineering or Central Control. So it looks like that will produce what we want. And we need to find where we need to research. Where we need to dump the raw materials to break them down. Combined system. Okay, so that's a 3D printer. That'll create what we want. I just need to find a way. Here we go, recycle. West can recycle materials found on Mars. Processed materials are automatically stored in the material storage container, from which the 3D printer and bio combiner will draw required materials from. Biological items and medical supplies can be recycled using the bio recycle system, while scrap and equipment can be recycled using the tech recycle system. So very good. We can now start to throw a lot of the rubbish that we're finding into these. But before I do anything else, I just better make sure that I'm not going to get bum rushed. There's a key to the mine. Excellent. So we've actually found the key to the mine. Just trying to see what else we've got of use here. I think we've killed most of the enemies in the area. A remote terminal for the mine facility is excellent. West can refine ores and crops produced from the mine and biosphere into materials. Processed materials are automatically stored in the material storage container, from which the 3D printer and bio combiner draw required materials. Some items like gems need to be placed in material storage in order to refine them. So that's good. If we can actually get into the mining facility, we'll also be able to mine items. And hopefully that'll be an automated process. I don't want to be sitting there manually mining. Okay, biomaterial. Alright, so for the moment, I think our best approach is to concentrate on just loading this up with as much materials as we can, and hopefully just creating some basic items that we can use. I'd like some armor. I'd really like some medical supplies. Let's take that. I'm just going to see what I can throw in here. Bio recycle, excellent. Here we go. Infected. Let's infect. Let's take that. Now I've actually researched most of these, so it's safe to recycle them. I don't want to recycle our bandage, of course. Okay. And here's our junk recycler. And again, most of this stuff I don't need. But I want to be careful about recycling weapons. Weapons I want to keep. I don't want to recycle anything that's not a junk item. Most of this stuff, it's pretty obvious that it's just rubbish, and I don't need it. But recycling things like oxygen filters, or oxygen tanks, or even ammunition, or batteries, probably not a good idea. This is all very clearly rubbish. We don't need it. Okay, and the other good thing is, not only have we emptied our backpack, I can now see if I can actually build something we can use. Let's have a look. Okay, so I can build a pistol. I've actually got a gun, so I'm not really too worried about that. A colonist suit could be handy. Power packs. It seems I can't really build anything of use at the moment. Pistol could be handy, but I have actually got a pistol already. Now that's interesting, a backpack. Just wondering what I've got at the moment. Let's have a look. Oh, I didn't even know that. There you go. You can actually change the zoom level of your character by pressing the tab key. Okay, what do we got? Side bag, 48 slots. You can, here's your drink. Alright, let's try and build a backpack. Because that could be handy. Yeah, that actually has 56 slots as opposed to 48. Of course, we need software for that. Just wondering if that I can build a... No, I can't yet. Ah, I can build medical supplies. That's going to be handy. Decontamination pill. Can I build that? I can. Excellent. And I'll probably want a bandage as well. Okay, it seems I'm missing some of these items here. Alright, let's continue. I'm just going to quickly empty out all the useful items in here. And we're gonna throw them all into the recycler, and hopefully there should be enough for me to create some medical supplies, because that's the one thing I'm very short on at the moment. I don't actually have any decontamination pills, and if you look on the right hand side, sorry, the left hand side, you'll notice that I do have a little bit of contaminants in my blood. I don't think it's enough to be worried about at the moment. I have 4% contamination, but that is a concern. So we're going to break all this down. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Probably could have been, figurine could have been useful. Hopefully this will be enough to build some... I really want some medical supplies, some bandages and some decontamination pills, maybe even a first aid kit. But we'll continue looking through here, and hopefully we can find some useful items we can... There we go. Okay, hang on to that hammer. Alright, let's see if we can build something now. Actually, I'm not really care about that. I just want medical supplies. Medical kit. No. So I need this lysopene and resveratrol. Can I make decontamination pills? No, of course not. Resveratrol. Okay, so a lot of these items we're just going to have to look for. Hopefully we can find them on the road. I don't really have a hell of a lot of items at the moment. But I have managed to empty out my backpack. Now we are running a little low on oxygen, so that might be a bit of a concern. Stand back. This wrench is... I feel I can upgrade it. Takes quite a few hits to take someone out. Oh, here we go. Look at this storage. Oh, he got me. So I'm gonna have to, once I take this guy out, head back to the main base and refill my... Oh, okay. Okay, looks like I'll actually better really get out of here as fast as I can. I appear to have run out of oxygen. Time to bum rush back home. Yeah, looks like I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I didn't watch my oxygen supplies well enough. Just hoping I can get back in time. Ah, oh, damn. It's up here. It's up here. I'm okay. I'm pretty sure the. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow, that's close. Whew. I thought I was going to be brown bread right there. I'd nearly run out of oxygen. Ouch. Okay, it appears I did actually consume the last of the oxygen in my trip. I took a little bit of damage there, but I'm not dead. There we go. Because I am pretty thirsty. So we'll go and smash down some drink. Have I got anything on me? I have. Okay, back to it. So our next endeavour is to try and look around and find enough materials to create some medical supplies. I really don't have a lot in the way. I've got some food, I've got some drink, but I don't have any medicine. I've got a couple little bandages, odds and ends, but nothing really nothing that's going to sustain me long term. I don't know why looks like I'm a little tired. Ah, it's because of my stamina. I was running too much. Nothing in there. The good thing about being in the engineering facility is that as we find more items, we can just dump them in the recycler. I don't have to worry about just carrying them back to base all the time, which was. Let's see if I can find a bed and catch a couple of Z's. There should be some bunks around here. Just gotta be careful about getting hit. Get back. Got him. The problem with this weapon is it's the weapons in this game, they break down very fast. Oh great, I can actually make thermal canisters now. I can make some spares, so I don't have to worry about running out all the time. There we go. Oh, you snuck up on me, you bastard. Whoops. There was my promise not to use profanity completely up in smoke. So much for a family-friendly channel. Sorry, guys. Let's get some sleep. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, because that actually consumed some of my canister. Oh, well. Should be enough to keep me from dying. You never want to sleep in an area that's where there's no oxygen, because obviously while you're sleeping, it'll drain your oxygen. So that was an incredibly stupid thing to do on my part. But oh, where did he come from? Must have been hiding in the corner. Unless they can spawn in the room. Get back. Uh-oh. So my weapon, I smashed my weapon on his head. Let's swap out. Now I can actually repair broken weapons, so that's not a big deal. Alright, so we'll keep going. And I have actually got a claw hammer. Got him. These guys aren't too challenging, but the enemies do get absolutely terrifying later on. Some of them are very, very scary. And they do have a habit of sneaking up on you, as you can see. I've always got my weapon ready to go. How thirsty am I? It's a little thirsty. I'm really hoping to be able to find some decontamination pills, because my main concern at the moment is I'm drinking all this contaminated water. Can't be good for me. Contamination level's gone up to 6. So 6 out of 100 isn't too bad, but it's concerning I have no way of actually healing, removing contamination. Oh, that sounds like a spider. I do not like that sound. Can't tell where he is either. Oh, there he is. Let's see if I can get a couple of cheap hits in on this guy. Nice try, buddy. Oh, I hate spiders. I've always hated spiders. This guy's creeped the hell out of me. Especially since I know he can throw out a big chunk of acid in my face. Get him back a bit. Throw your acid so I can... There we go. I get a couple of seconds to get a couple of free hits in. I got him. We got water. We definitely need that. So we've gotten a lot of food and water, which is great. Trying to clear the bottom floor of here, find some more junk, and find another storage area and get some more rubbish. I'm looking for the components that can make medical supplies. I haven't had any luck yet. There's another mine key. We found a lot of junk though. It appears there's some ingredients that we can't get from junk, especially for some of the medical supplies. We need very specific chemicals to make any medical supplies, which we have none of at the moment. It's a little bit worrying. Go this way first. Oh, we've cleared this. Pretty sure we've cleared this. 25 units. I'll have to go back and refill. I really want to try and see if I can make another thermal canister and another oxygen canister. Oh no, I hadn't been in here either. There you go. I really want a spare oxygen canister. I actually had a spare, but I sacrificed it to the research gods to make a spare one. So when the research finishes, I should be able to hopefully make some spare canisters. And that means I'll just be able to swap them out rather than having to run back home every 5 minutes when they run low. Garbage disposal. Some good stuff here. Yep, okay, I know. I'm going to really love being able to set up oxygen filters on these levels, so I don't have to worry about oxygen and thermal energy anymore. Running back home is definitely becoming a big inconvenience for me, and it's not too bad because most of these levels are directly connected to the hub. But the fact that as I get further in, it's going to get more of an inconvenience to have to run back to home all the time. Here we go. So, refrigerator. This looks like a bar of some sort. There's not much here. No. Alright, there we go. How much have I got? I'm actually nearly full up on items. The sad part is most of this... Mass Mari, there we go. So that's actually what I need for... I believe that's one of the items I need for my... medical kit, nice. Nano casting kit, nice. Okay, well there's my medical problems at least abated for a little while. So the next thing I'll do is take some of this rubbish back, and all the stuff that isn't absolutely needed, I'll chuck it in the I'll chuck it in the recycler, and everything else we'll head back. Where's the main exit? That's the problem. I wish you could. One of my pet hates of this is that you can't mark where you've been, or mark a waypoint to the exit of a level. It does just kind of go off your memory. I know that's roughly around here, I think. Go away. There we go. Pinch that as well. I'll come back and I just don't know if I've got enough oxygen to make the return trip, so we'll play it safe. I've got a lot of good medical supplies, so we can start offloading those. I don't need to carry this much medical supplies. I will need them later on. Okay. There we go. So I can right click to move things. So we'll do that. Seems we've got some duplicate items, duplicate keys. Don't need that. And we've got quite a lot of these duplicate items. The Masmari I'll hang on to. That could be useful. And I've got a busted wrench, so we're gonna chuck the busted items in recycle. Can I repair them? Here we go. Our crowbar's been fixed. And our wrench will fix that. And the other wrench as well. Excellent. So I've got a hammer and a crowbar. The hammer's actually not too bad. Might actually durability 40 of 80. So one of the problems with the crowbar, or sorry, one of the problems with this repair unit, it actually won't repair anything to full durability. It only repairs to half, which means that explains why I had to carry 2 of every weapon, because it repairs the weapons, but it only really just patches them up a little bit. They still break. They're still very prone to breakage. And the armor I've got on at the moment actually needs repairing as well. So I might I'll actually chuck that in here and fix my armor. Beautiful. Okay, I'm ready to rock. So I'm actually a little tired, so we'll get a bit of sleep while we're at it. And as you can see, my contamination is getting a little worse. Fatigue, I still am a little tired, so 48, that's alright. It seems like there's only so much you can sleep. Alright, so a little bit of a short episode this week, but we managed to find the engineering facility, and I got a lot of useful stuff. In the next episode, we're going to continue exploring the facility. I'm going to get the rest of the rubbish that we've found, refine it, throw it into the recycler, and hopefully by the time we've searched the whole facility out, I'll be able to make myself some useful items, or at least queue up a lot of materials ready to go when I find something worth fabricating. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you do try Subterrain. It's a fantastic game, and we'll see you for the next episode. As always, If you enjoyed, please subscribe, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. And we'll catch you next time. Until next time, Skill Incarnate out.